Hi, everybody. I'm Allison Freyberg, and I am the Associate Director of International Programs. And I'm here today to tell you a little bit about our international programs for 2023, and I'll go over all the frequently asked questions. Here we go. I want to introduce you to this is Dr. Michael McQueen, and that's me over there. We were in Paris a few years ago, and Mike had this to say about our 2023 adventure. After what seemed an eternity, we were finally able to study abroad again in 2022, and now it's your turn. Join us on a 2023 international learning adventure. Let's find out what's in store. First of all, I just want to explain what kinds of travel courses we have. We have two. One is INTB 470-670, and that's International Area Studies, or what we colloquially call study abroad. And this is a course that lasts usually about 10 days and we travel, and every day we go and we visit businesses and we find out how things work wherever we're traveling, how operations run, what are the mission, visions, values, all that kind of stuff. The other course we have is a global consultancy capstone, and this is for your final course in your program, your capstone. You can do a consultancy, and that's where you apply to be accepted. And if you're accepted, there's an interview process. And then if you're accepted, we put you on a team of other students. And as a team, you work on a project for an international firm. And for a week, you go over and are on location with the firm to learn more about the business and then interview the leadership team. And then at the end of that week, you present your preliminary findings, and then you come back and you have several weeks to complete your report for the client. It's a very exciting way to finish your program. A little more in depth then. So for study abroad, you can see all the places we've been recently. We've been many more, but those are some of our recent ones. And again, this is where you're going to visit businesses every day to learn about how things are done. Okay, we have some pre-engagement classes to get you ready, and then you'll go along with two faculty members and we'll take you to businesses in all the places we're going to. For the consultancy, you can see where we've been recently. And as I said, this requires an application process, but if you're qualified, we really do try to put you on a team and get you an engagement, and you're working with a company. You can see some pictures here of consultancies that have happened. This one is in Iceland, and this one here, I believe, is in the UK. And over here, it was a team that went to Italy. So we go all over the place, and we hope you'll consider this as an opportunity to finish your program. All right, so what are the 2023 international travel courses? We have our long-standing program, our Cambridge, London, and Paris program with the theme of tradition and change in the UK and France. We've run this program for many years. This year it's going to take place on May 1st to 13th, and you can see the cost range down there. And this covers just about everything on your program. It is exclusive of your regular tuition, of course. You can find out more about this trip by scanning that QR code. In 2023, we are returning to Central Europe. We haven't been there since 2016, and we're going to go to Prague in the Czech Republic, Budapest in Hungary, and Ljubljana in Slovenia. And these are key Central European locations, and I'm affectionately calling this program, this is what I'm running, I'm calling it Castles and Commerce, because the area is known for both. And this will take place from May 14th to 23rd, 2023, and the cost range is there. And again, that covers just about everything on the program. We'll talk more a little later on about everything specifically that gets covered. And we hope you'll join us to Central Europe. QR code in the corner, you'll find out more about it. Now, a new program we're trying this year is going to be an industry analysis where we're focusing on one industry. You'll notice in the other programs we have themes, but a wide range of businesses are really included under that umbrella theme. In this case, what we're doing is we're taking a very specific industry, wines of Italy, something known the world over, and we're going to do a deep dive into marketing, production, innovation, operations, and just figure out all the different business components of what it means for the Italian wine sector. We're going to start off in Florence for a few days, and then we move on to wineries in the greater Tuscany area. We'll stop in Siena for 2 days, and then we will head on up to Lake Garda, which is a little in the course of in the northwest corner of Italy, near Lake Como. And we are going to, along the way to Lake Garda, stop in Modena, which is famous for its balsamic vinegars, and we'll visit an acetea. And there's a rumor we might be visiting the Ferrari factory on the way to Lake Garda. So this program takes place August 18th to 27th, 2023. We haven't traditionally offered programs in the summertime, but students have asked for us to do so because it's a little easier for you to get away. The other thing is we've tended to stay away because prices are usually higher in the summer, but we're going to see if this works. The thing we tried to accommodate here is that is during your 2-week break from courses, so you will not you won't be taking another course at the time. So hopefully that will this and the views will create some enticing opportunities for you. Our final trip will be a brand new one, and we've never had a study abroad to Mexico City and Havana. So we're going to Mexico and Cuba to focus on business issues in Latin America. This will happen November 2nd to 12th, 2023. Price range is down there, QR code on the right. So we hope you'll consider this trip as well. We're very excited about this new opportunity. Now, a little bit more about the global consultancy. We will have a winter global consultancy. So if your capstone is occurring between now, which is September, and probably April, you have an opportunity to, instead of taking your regular consultancy, to take this, your regular capstone is to take a consultancy course. And I talked to you a little bit about it yesterday. You work on a project for a company, either domestically in Southern California or abroad. And in February, we're going to be going to Italy, and I believe the firm we're going to be working with is in the entertainment industry. So that should be pretty exciting. It's going to be in northern Italy. And we hope you'll consider applying for this. The QR code is there. You can find out lots more. And I'll be teaching that winter version. So again, I hope you'll consider it. This was last year's team. And I think it was at the beginning of the week because they're not looking very tired yet. It's a very intense, wonderful, engaging experience. So I know they had a great time. So check it out, please. Okay, some frequently asked questions. What course can you replace with a study abroad? That's the one where we visit businesses every day, INTB 470 or 670. And you'll see that in every program that we offer, you have the opportunity to take a study abroad. The thing to do always is to contact your Assistant Director of Student Success and consult with them to figure out what your best options are. The course requirements. There's a 3-phase requirement: Before we travel, we have some pre-departure workshops, class meetings to get you prepared for what you're going to experience. And then usually these happen over the 2 months that before departure, and it's usually 3 classes. Then there's the travel phase, which we've been talking about. And the post-travel phase, that's where you finish up. If you're doing a study abroad, you'll have a research paper and a learning journal, and you usually have about 3 weeks to finish those up. For the consultancy teams, they have to finish their report for the client, so they have a couple of weeks to do that after they get back. What if I'm taking another course when the trip occurs? So, for example, you're not taking Wines of Italy, and you're taking, say, the Castles in Commerce, and you're coming to Central Europe, and you have a class at the same time. That's not a problem. Okay. Most of the students are taking another course while they're doing the study abroad trip. It's not a problem. You work together with the instructor, you complete a concurrent enrollment agreement. You might have to, you might have to log in while you're abroad and take care of some assignments. You may even log in. It'll be late where you are, but you might have to log into class for a little bit. It's not a problem. Most people are taking another class while they're doing a study abroad, and we all work together to make sure it all works out. Okay. What businesses do we visit? We try to have a broad range of businesses, small, medium, and large enterprises. We'll visit universities, we'll visit not-for-profit organizations. We often visit startups and accelerators and innovation centers. We go to embassies to get economic briefings. And we also often go to chambers of commerce to get a more broad view of the business landscape in the specific areas that we're visiting. So you can see some of the businesses we've been to. And then over here, let's see, bottom left, we have an artisanal cheesemaker in London. We have here we're visiting RSM International, their global headquarters, and their CEO is right here. She's talking to us, and that's Jean Stevens, and she's a Redlands grad. So we're quite honored to be able to visit the global headquarters of a large accountancy firm. And then over here, we are at a winery, and I believe we're just sitting down to have a wonderful meal. And then over here, we are we are in Ljubljana in Slovenia, which we went to this year and we'll be going to again next year. And this is a building that houses 4 or 5 different companies, all open plan, all B2B businesses, all focused on tech sectors. And they told us all about the things that they're doing. And it was a fascinating work environment to see. But it's not all business. You're traveling. We want to make sure you see all the sites. So let's see. Here on the bottom left, we're in Prague on the Charles Bridge. We'll be going back there in May. Here we're on a boat in Halong Bay. We spent the day sailing around Halong Bay. Over here, we're in South Africa and we're front of Mandela's house in Soweto, and that was a remarkable experience. Over here, we're at Angkor Wat in Cambodia. Remarkable temples. We spent 2 days just exploring the temples. We come on up here, we're at a soccer stadium in Trieste, Italy. And then up here, of course, that's Paris. And we're seeing a little Eiffel Tower at night. What's included in the price? Okay. All accommodations at business class hotels, double occupancy, no dorms, business class hotels are included with breakfast every day, and Wi-Fi is included. Foreign tuition and costs associated with the business visits, all included. And admission and accompanying costs for the events and cultural excursions. So from Paris, we're going to take you to the top of the Eiffel Tower. If we're in Slovenia, we're going to take you over to Lake Bled. If we're in Florence, we're giving you a guided tour of the Uffizi Museum, and you're going to see the David at the Accademia. Okay. Uh, what now? Ground transportation throughout the program is included. And if there's a flight scheduled within the program, that's included. What isn't included is your international airfare to the location where the program starts and away from where the program ends. And we used to include those, and we stopped for a number of reasons, not the least of which is group airfares were very expensive. People were getting lower rates flying on their own. So why would we overcharge you to include it? Secondly, people wanted to use their points. They had their favorite airlines. They wanted to go early. They wanted to stay late. They wanted to deviate here, blah, blah, blah. So this way, everyone has the flexibility. And we also recommend a travel agent that we've used for years. As faculty, we use our travel agent, and that travel agent will help you organize your flights. And she will even help you organize to be on the same flights as the faculty member who is leading the trip. So no worries there, very nominal fee for $25. She takes care of all that. So it's a nice little arrangement that creates the flexibility and also creates all the opportunity for all the guidance you need. Are there scholarship opportunities? Yes, absolutely. Lots of them. Scan that QR code and you can find out the opportunities that are available this year. You can bring a guest. I don't know of many international study programs that give you this opportunity. It's usually, almost exclusively, students and faculty, and that's it. But we know that your time is very valuable and very limited. And we don't want you to choose between coming on an international learning experience with us and going on vacation with your friends or family. So we create the opportunity to combine both. And you are welcome to bring a guest. You're welcome to bring more than one guest on our trips. And you can be a guest. We have a lot of alumni who come with us because they want to visit the businesses, they want the professional growth opportunity, or they just want to travel with fellow Bulldogs. They had a great experience with us before and they want to keep traveling. So yes, you can travel with us as an alum. You can just travel with us and not take it as a course, even if you are a student. That's perfectly fine. As for safety, we're thinking about it all the time, and we follow all university regulations, protocols, and guidelines, and that goes for COVID as well. Whatever guidelines there are and regulations there are at the time and in the university and in the locations we're going, that's what we're following. And if you want, you can take a look. You can just go to my YouTube channel or just go to redlands.edu/business abroad and you can see all these videos and give you a little glimpse of what we've experienced. Or you can get these slides in a PDF form. They're on the International Programs website, and these are live links, and you can just play those videos. Now, if you want more information, maybe you want us to send you a PDF of these slides directly, go ahead. You can contact Chris Mee. She's the International Programs Specialist, and there's her information. You can contact Dr. Michael McQueen, who's the Director of International Programs, and there's his info. And you can contact me, Allison Freiberg. I'm the Associate Director of International Programs, and there's my information. Okay? And finally, if you are ready to take the next steps, all this information is at redlands.edu/business abroad. And your steps would be to, number one, contact your student success advisor if you are a student. They'll help you coordinate this whole process. If the next step, or if you're an alum or a guest and just want to join, just go ahead and register. There's an appropriate registration form for you, whether you're a guest, an alum, an undergraduate student, or a graduate student. And if you want, scan that QR code and it will take you right to the registration page. And once you fill in that form, that will get sent to Chris Me, and you'll need to contact her and she'll give you directions to how to make your deposit. Now, your deposit is $500, and that is a refundable deposit up to 90 days before departure. So if you want to register and you want to make a deposit and you realize 100 days out that this isn't going to work, it's fine. Your deposit's refundable. After 90 days, it's a little more problematic because we have to start paying our vendor. And so you just need to know that that deposit is refundable up to 90 days before departure. So I hope you'll think about joining us. We're so excited about our 2023 programs. As always, contact us if you need to know more.